Welcome to episode 1 of the True Start Location of Byzantium Civ 5 game. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's my first video I've ever really done, so there will be more information as to what this game really entails and what my goals are going along in the video. But I hope you enjoy. Please leave some feedback, leave a like, subscribe, the usual.
Dear Sophia, one of the
Okay,
most splendid
so
architectural
here we
wonders
are.
of the world.
Theodora
Beautiful
is
Empress,
the Byzantine Empire.
Byzantium is in need of your wisdom and strength.
Keep
Her
yapping, bro.
people are lost
So our
without
special
your
unit
light
is the
to lead them.
Cataphracts, which is a
The
better cavalry
Byzantine
unit,
Empire may have fallen
and the
once,
Dromon,
but its
which is an
spirit
early
is still
game
intact, waiting to
naval
be
unit,
reborn and
which means that in the early game we will have some military power. But before we get into the game, let me go over some things that I need to tell you guys. So it is on Prince difficulty. I chose Prince because I have a lot of mods that make the AI more capable of expanding, and I felt like maybe going any higher than Prince would be maybe a bit too much, because we have mods like aggressive expensive AI, which makes them more expensive and they'll blob out more, less warmongering hate, so they can take more cities without the penalties, more cities, more luxuries, so they will have less problem with dealing with the happiness, because usually the AI is not very good at managing the happiness. That results in the fact that maybe they conquer like 2 or 3 capitals and they have to stop after that because they have no happiness anymore. And I don't want that to happen. I want them to blob out as much as possible and have like a big blobby earth filled to the brim. But there's also I'm playing with the 43 civilizations mod, which makes it so there's the possibility of up to 43 civs. Now I didn't do that. I included 33 civs, most of the old world civs. Instead, I decided to not go for the new world, so Northern and Southern Africa or America, North South America. There aren't any civs there, as well as Venice, the Celts, and Polynesia. The Celts and Venice because they're in such close proximity to other civs that I felt like it wouldn't really work out, so I chose to not add them. And Polynesia because they just kind of suck balls. They kind of like expand everywhere and it's super annoying. Okay, but let's get over to the order of the day. I'm gonna build a scout early on. See, I want to scope out my general vicinity in hopes of finding anything good. Maybe some ancient ruins that I can use to expand quicker. Maybe get my policies going, or faith, or anything that can help me early game. As for the goal of this game, see, I don't really have any victory condition in mind. Usually in Civ 5, you would want to go with any of the victory conditions: domination, science, diplomatic, cultural. But I don't really feel like that. You see, these are overdone, they are boring, everyone knows about these. They kind of suck, right? So what I want to do, as Byzantium, I want to form, quote unquote, form the Roman Empire. Which means that I want Roman borders, like the borders of the Roman Empire in their peak condition. As well as I want Rome out of the game. So Rome doesn't have to exist. They have to be gone. And I want Roman borders. That's kind of my goal for this game. And I want to kind of like see how that goes. Because maybe that's too easy. If it's too easy, I'm gonna keep going, right? Don't get me wrong. But that will be my ultimate goal. I don't think it's gonna be all that easy. I think it's gonna be quite hard. But hey, we'll see. And here is the reason. We're already meeting European civs. And I think that kind of shows how jam-packed everything is in this general area. Okay, I kind of want to explore Europe with this scout. And I'm gonna go for a monument. Because I really, usually I would go for more scouts. But since I really want to rush Liberty to get like some cities going, as well as some production and in any hopes of forming a navy against the AI, we really need Liberty over tradition. So I'm already decided I'm gonna go Liberty. Since honor, I mean, I decided to go with no barbarians, so there are no barbarians in this game. Which I also decided for the AI, because in a lot of games where I do decide to have barbarians, the AI just kind of dies and cripples, right? They send out settlers and they get taken again and again and again by barbarians, and it's just so boring to watch. Also, I'm just realizing that I don't think Austria can settle, which is my bad. I didn't really think of that one through.
TSL.
So that's one less civ, I guess, or at least it will be in not too long. Because I think the deal with this map is that you have to settle where you start. But when AI is unable to settle, because there's other cities in too close of proximity, they'll kind of just have a conniption and freak out. And they don't know what to do. So they won't settle and nothing will happen. Which, again, that's my bad. I didn't really... It's been a while, okay? It's been a long time since I've played a true start location, especially in the Middle East. Because I used to play these a lot back in the day, like years and years ago, but not so much now. But as of recently, I've kind of like started streaming Civ and then kind of wanted to get back into it. And I look back really fondly on the days where Drew Dornell, of course, he's a legend in the Civilization 5 gaming scene, so to speak, where he would do like these true start location games, and it was always so fun to look at. And so I just thought like, hey, why not do one myself? I mean, when in Rome, eh? So here we are. And for my first game, I decided to let's rebuild the glory of Rome, because that's never going wrong for anyone. Okay, also my scout is now locked in here. It kind of sucks. Let's build a worker. I think that's best. The best thing I can build right now. Because I'm now getting my culture rolling, which is good. Because obviously there's gonna be a big land grab in like a couple of turns where cities get their settlers and then everyone's just rushing in order to get some scraps of land. Now there is some land to go around, right? I mean, I'm scouting out this place for potential city, or maybe to the north of Constantinople. But it's it's kind of hard. I mean, we have to compete with so many civs. I also think that like Assyria should be in the game also, but I don't think they are, because they spawn like north of Babylon. So scrap that. There are 31 civs in the game. That's a big question mark, because I'm now really doubting whether or not there are like other civs that are also unable to settle their capitals. But if I'm not mistaken, it should be 31 then. Yeah. Or maybe like Spain, Portugal, that could also be a problem. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go with a calendar so that I can start working this coffee. Masonry would have always been good. But yeah, okay. So I have a lot of plantation resources, which isn't the best. I think they are considered the worst, right out of like the different forms. Because of course you have camps, you have mines, you have several types of workable luxuries, and I think that plantations are the worst. But that won't stop me. That won't stop me. We are gonna pop off, okay? That's the idea. And we're already starting to explore, like, we've already found so many civs before we can even write, so there's not even the ability to have an embassy in every one of the cities. But for now, the early game is gonna be mainly focused on survival. And depending on how good we do in the early game, we might even start with a little aggression. Sure, that's 3 gold for us. Some early game aggression, maybe against the Ottomans or the Greek. Because, hey, let's be fair, everyone hates the Greek. They are the fucking worst civilization in the game. No, I don't want to do that already. I don't really usually do any kind of friendship pacts or whatever, because they just upset every single person around you, in my experience. Which it should be a lot less, now that we have less warmongering hate. So we should see more people like having lasting friendships, in a way. Also, these are floodplains. That's really good. Okay. I was kind of afraid that these would be desert tiles, but they are both floodplains, so that will give us a lot of food. And I'm not mad at that. That's very nice. Okay. Do I already want to start building settlers? I don't think so. I think the rule of thumb is you get your capital to at least population 4 before you start building any settlers. Now, that's like for like vanilla Civ 5. So I don't know how that works with the aggressive and expensive AI mod. Because look at this. They're already like being bitchy about each other, and it's not even turn 30, man. They're already being mad. Like, it's crazy. Second settler. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should actually reconsider and just start building a settler. Is that worth it? I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's a big risk. Because if by any chance I get locked in and I won't be able to get my settler to any place good, that will set me back like 30 turns. Not 30 maybe. But at least like 13. But we'll just have to pray. Just pray, dude. That's all we can really do. Because there's already... Oh, Vienna did settle. You know what? That's a pretty alright location. Not too mad at that. I've seen way worse. But now the question is, will Assyria also settle? Or are they just gone? Because they should be in the game. They should be. I'm confident I put them in. I'm less confident that they actually are in the game. Or like that they have actually a place where they can settle. Yeah, so they're like nestled in between here. So that's a problem for them. So maybe like sometime in the future when these borders will grow, they will get forced out and are able to settle. But I don't think they're they're not in a good spot. Let's put it that way. They are not looking too good. But yeah, I'm thinking of making this these series. I'm thinking of making like 20 to 30-minute episodes. It's kind of hard to navigate what I want, because obviously this, I mean, as you may notice, this is the first series I'm ever doing on this YouTube channel. So everything is very new, it's very up in the air. So it's kind of a guessing game as to what you guys want to see or what you don't want to see. But for now, I think I'm gonna make it around 20-30 minutes an episode, especially because I feel like there is, I mean, some 12 to 15 hours of gameplay in one true start location, maybe. That's a rough estimate. Also got, okay, that's huge. I'm gonna try and get you up there, and then this settler I'll place somewhere here. But that'll mean that there will be roughly like 30 episodes. Maybe less, maybe more. It also kind of depends on whether or not we'll be able to achieve our goal. Right? I mean, like I said, it is a very, very hostile environment around us. So there's always the possibility that we will get like obliterated before we really get a chance to do anything. I mean, I'm gonna do everything in my power to try and not have that happen, but hey, it wouldn't be the first game I lost, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Also, I did see that Assyria did manage to settle, and these troglodytes built the worst city ever, because it is not a canal. Therefore, no one will be able to travel from the Mediterranean to the, I think it's the Red Sea here. Like, I always hate to see it. I love seeing like the canal cities, which is why I chose to make Constantinople a canal city. There was also an option to have it be like a sea tile, right? So this would be like a sea tile, and then over here would be Constantinople. But I was like, nah, hell no. I wanted to have it. I want to make it a strait, the Bosphorus Strait, right? It's called that for a reason. I'm not gonna unstraight the Bosphorus. That feels illegal, and it should be illegal. Okay, so the Mongols are here. I'm not gonna lie. Usually in these type of games, I'm always like rooting for the AI in some kind of way, because it will be so fun to like. Hopefully, we'll get to see the AI like blob out and have a good game. I'm really hoping you won't settle here. Oh, thank God. Okay. Jesus Christ. That actually like was fucking terrifying. Because now we locked him out of at least a couple of places. And we got 3 cities down, so... I don't know. That's crazy, okay? I literally didn't think we would manage this. But we did. And I'm gonna be real, I think if I'd put the AI any higher difficulty, this would not have... It wouldn't have worked. I would be cooked probably. So I'm really happy I didn't do that. I'm really happy I kept it on this difficult, at least for now. We'll see. Maybe they'll struggle in the future, and I will have shot myself in the foot. But for now, things are looking good. I mean, the map's filling out nicely, at least in a more compact area. Which is to be expected, of course. I mean, there are places where it's gonna take a while before it gets anywhere near filled out. And I think that's fine. I think that's a-okay. We'll settle what lens we play. Yeah, fuck off. Okay, now people are on. Okay, everyone's upset. Such is the way of the game, eh? I mean, everyone expected that, to be fair. But yeah, like I was saying, it's always very interesting to see which AIs do good. Because like 9 out of 10 times, it's kind of the same. Right? I know that Poland usually does very well for themselves. Polish AI is always very good. I'm kind of scared for the Zulu. Because those who've watched AI only before, or have played Civ in general, you know that Zulu are some of the most aggressive, expensive civs in vanilla, right? Now give them the tools to be even more aggressive and expensive. And I don't know. I'm kind of scared as to what kind of beast I've just put on the world map. I'm actually kind of afraid of it. But the only good part is that at a certain point I will be there to deal with the consequences. And I'm just now realizing that I don't know if that's a good thing. So we're just gonna hope and pray we not die. Also, I'm looking. Everything is looking kind of good, no? I think this is pretty ideal for a start. I mean, we'll manage to like aggressively settle land away from both the Ottomans and the Babylonians, as well as up here. We have some naval access to the Black Sea, like a naval city in the Black Sea, which is super good. Exactly what we want. Okay, don't have mining yet. Also, for this game, I chose to put. Oh, I'm just realizing now. I think that. Yeah, okay. So I have quick turns, this mod. And I think I should put quick movement off. Because it gives the game like more of a more substance in a way. Unless you guys really like hate it. So I mean, please let me know in the comments. Like any feedback, any criticism is very welcome. Maybe you're like, oh, where's America? Why did you put Inca in the game? Right? If that's something that plays a role in how you guys feel, please let me know. I mean, like I said, it's the first time I'm doing anything like it. So any feedback is welcome. Very much so. Also, I think that I'm gonna record this episode and I'm gonna like chill out. Maybe wait for like feedback or whatsoever. And after that, I think I'm gonna like record in batches, right? Because I mean, playing or telling a Civ player to stop after 20 minutes, it's like telling a gambling addict to stop after losing $10. It's just not doable. It's just impossible, right? We start twitching and then getting withdrawal symptoms every 10 minutes after we stop. It's not fun. This game is so addicting. I remember when I used to play with friends, every single time we was like, oh, let's quit, okay? Yeah, let's quit, okay. We decided like, oh, okay, let's turn 60 would quit. And then 2 hours later we would look and it's turn 180. And we'd be like, fuck, dude, we got school tomorrow. What are we doing? What are we doing, dude? It's such a addicting game because it's so easy to get lost in. Which is, I mean, I think that's one of the good things about a game. Though. I mean, like for me, that's what I look for in a game. When I play a game, it's I want it to be a nice distraction from stuff that's going on, and especially Civ 5, it holds such a big place There's so much nostalgia going on, and I hope that some of you agree. Personally, I've always stuck with Civ 5 as opposed to 6 or even now Civ 7, which hey, word on the street is that it kind of sucks. But okay, Civ 6, I remember, dude, when I first saw it, the graphics and the art style, it kind of freaked me out. It was kind of cartoonish, which isn't bad necessarily, but for like an I don't know if it's a grand strategy game per se, but for a game like this, for me it didn't really work out the way they probably intended it. Also, we're meeting a lot of people here. How many people did we meet already? Yeah, look at this. This is insane. I think we have met more people than we still haven't met. Right? I mean, in Europe, there's still the Netherlands, Rome, Denmark, England. But other than that, that's pretty much just for Europe, I think. We're also getting good ground coverage. We are seeing a lot of the world. And I mean, I'm super excited for this game. I'm super excited, and I'm really hoping that we can kind of pop off the. We can restore Rome. Obviously, it goes without saying it's gonna be a lot of expansionism, a lot of conquering neighboring countries, and I mean, I secretly hoping that they can put up at least somewhat of a fight. That they can at least be like somewhat scary to us, and that we have to like. I don't want to pull punches, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I'm really, really excited. I'm thinking of making this like nah, not a weekly series. Maybe like twice, maybe 3 times a week. I want to upload it, but it kind of gonna depend on how fast I can edit. So if you're excited to see more, please leave a like, subscribe, because I'm planning on doing a lot more in the future. But I'm gonna leave it here for today. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching episode 1. It was very good. I'm like actually surprised with how well everything went. Um, if you're ready for episode 2, it will be dropping anywhere in the following days. I don't know exactly when, probably like a couple of days from now. So stay tuned for the rest of the series, and stay tuned for the rest of like projects that I'm gonna do. So I'm very excited. I have a lot of different games that I want to play, including Civilization 5. It's always had a very good place in my heart, and I really want to continue this. So stay tuned.